mean, if that's the way it had to happen, I guess that's the way it had to happen. I'm really proud of the way we started. We came out with a great burst, and then we just let down. We were making uncharacteristic mistakes and all sorts of stuff, but it's a lot easier to learn from a win. So we're happy, and we'll just keep getting better.
Are you calling all the timeouts now?
I guess. I mean, it didn't look good with what we had going, and Price claims that he pulled it back, so I believe him because he wouldn't miss like that. But we had talked about it a little bit in the huddle, and honestly, I thought I called it with more time, but we didn't need more time, so we're good.
Did Frank give you credit? You say you did. After the game in the locker room for calling the timeout.
He did. Yeah, he shouted me out. I'll take that. I learned that from Connor. He always used to call timeouts and when I'd have shots, so I did it to Price.
Can you attest how hard it is to hit a 35-foot fall-away shot?
It's not easy. That's the simplest way to put it. But he's one of the best players I've ever played with, and he made it look easy. So, yeah, what he did is not easy, especially with what's on the line.
When you saw it go up, did you think it was going on?
It didn't look short. That's all I could see because I decoyed to the corner and I was just praying that it went in.
Payton, I brought this up to Josh, but do you remember Jordan Bohannon's shot from about 5 years ago against Northwestern?
It was the same play call.
Same play call? Because, by the way, it was the same final score in almost the same exact spot.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, they got a really good team, and much respect to their big three guys who've been there forever: Martinelli and Barnheiser and Ty. All great guys, all had a huge impact on the game, and Coach Collins is someone I've respected for a long time, and a tough way to go out. They battled. That's a Big Ten game, and it feels good to get the first one under the belt, though. It's the hardest one to get.
What did they do in the second half that got them back in the game?
Yeah, they really offensive rebounded, and they were kind of tipping it to each other and doing all sorts of that, and then they were getting matchups and hit some really tough shots with their guys, and we got to be tougher defensively. But at the end of the day, we talked about forcing them into taking tough twos, and they really made a lot of them, and did a lot of really good things. They kind of controlled the pace. We were running in the first half. We couldn't run when we weren't getting rebounds. So, credit to them. They're going to win a lot of games in this league like they always do, and tournament team last year. So, it feels good to get that one.
There was a handful of these types of games last season that went down the stretch. You guys didn't win. What do you feel like was different tonight?
Yeah, I talked before the season, but we've kind of learned how to win, and a big piece of that is making your free throws, which at team wide we got to do better at. But we never faltered. We got really great looks all the way down the stretch from that last 2 minutes driving. We got some open threes that didn't fall. We were on the glass, and we just never wavered. Everyone in the huddle was talking about believe, and it worked out. But even the Washington State game, we got big stops down the stretch and did a lot of good things to be able to win that game. And you're going to have to win close games, especially when you're not playing your best. We didn't have our best stuff tonight, but when you can win a Big Ten game without your best stuff and not doing some uncharacteristic things, it's always a good thing.
How do you respond to not making free throws? It's kind of been a pattern this season.
It's something for me. It's really mental shooting free throws, and early in the year I was struggling a little bit, but I've kind of figured it out. Just having confidence up there. When shots aren't going in, you almost press to make them go in sometimes, and I think a lot of guys are doing that. I have no doubt that we're going to figure that out. Maybe it's more pressure in practice. I don't know, but we got to figure that out. It's going to be a big part of the closing out games, especially when we have the lead.
How important is that first Big Ten win, getting it out of the way?
It's always been the hardest one for me to get in my career. It feels like once we get that first one, we can kind of get on a roll. So, it feels really good. I think there's a lot of things we can improve on, but like I said, it's a lot easier to learn from that with a win.
With all the injuries you guys have had and are still dealing with, what is it about the group that you feel like that gives you that fight?
Yeah, it's top to bottom. There were some guys that didn't get in tonight that were ready to go, and a lot of us guys had to play a lot of minutes. It sucks that we're going through it. It's made things really challenging, but everybody goes through it. It's not an excuse. It's something that you deal with in athletics and in life. So I'm proud of the way that guys have stepped up. Josh is battling stuff. I'm battling stuff, and we're figuring it out. Huge shout out to Brad, our trainer. I didn't see him for the first 3 years of my career. Didn't know who he was, and now I've been with him for 3.5 hours a day. So, and there's all sorts of people who are helping out, helping guys get on the floor and get back from injuries quicker than they should. So I'm proud of the way that everybody has stepped up in their role, and like I said, it's a tough group.
All right, thanks.